April 29, 1945, French citizens head to the polls for municipal elections, and for the first time in history, women are allowed to vote.
Et Marie Duba, souriante, la bonne religieuse, une gentille maman.
It was a watershed moment that had been years in the making. After the First World War, many democratic nations recognized women's pivotal role in the conflict and gave them the right to vote. Hoping to emulate their British and American allies, feminist organizations campaigned for the same rights in France, but their proposals were all rejected by the Senate.
Les militantes du féminisme sont venues place de la Bastille, portant des chaînes symboliques.
In 1934, the movement Femmes Nouvelles, or New Women, continued to push for equality, and despite being barred from holding public office, its founder Louise Weiss still ran in the 1935 and 1936 elections.
I simply want the same rights for French men and women.
That same year, Weiss was one of 3 women appointed to join Léon Blum's government, but she turned down the offer.
I didn't want to be appointed. I wanted to be elected.
French feminists would have to wait nearly 10 years and another world war to get what they wanted. In March 1944, Parliament adopted an amendment giving all women the right to vote and run for office, and a month later, the bill was signed into law. Yet, despite these newly acquired rights, abstention long remained sky-high among French female voters. It was only in the 1970s that mentalities truly began to change and that women started voting in droves.
It's very important. I vote every 5 years.
We need to remember that many women before us protested and fought for these rights a century ago. That's why I vote.
French women now vote in the same proportion as men, and while recent governments achieved relative gender parity, women remain underrepresented in parliament, especially in the Senate.